Welcome to Adventures with Captain Ray Kelly. This is primarily a drone show. We'll be sharing adventures from all over the world. We hope to have interesting guests every week, and we're glad that you tuned in tonight. We'll be flying different drones in different locations. We encourage viewer participation in the chat. If you have a question, don't be afraid to ask. Every week we'll have another interesting guest. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. We'll be sharing various adventures by our guests as well as myself. And thank you for joining us tonight. Hey everybody, welcome to Adventures with Capt Ray Kelly live. Another week has passed and it's Monday night again and it's time for another show. And I have two great guests scheduled for tonight. I know you're going to enjoy them. They're both great drone pilots. And if you saw the Facebook post, you know who they are. In the promo post, it's Steve Carpenter of SC Aerials and Joe Leone, also known as Joe Fotoleo. So they'll be sharing their drone experiences with us, and they're both great guys. So I'm sure you're going to enjoy them. But I tell you, I had a busy week. I say that just about every week. I had a mini meetup with Al this morning. Not this morning, but Saturday morning. Al took me for a ride on his boat, and he's got a beautiful boat, first of all. It's a 26-foot Thompson, and we just had a great morning. We got up early for sunrise, and we took the drones with us, and Al took me to a secret spot on the Intercoastal Waterway in Fort Lauderdale. We passed the cruise ships and got some great shots of the ships at the port. Well, Port Everglades, that's the name of the port, and cargo ships. And we just had a great time flying. And Al's a great guy. He really is. And speaking of Al, before I forget, and I got to tell you, Al and the South Florida Drone Flyers are having a mini meetup or a meetup, depending on how many people come. And I don't know where you draw the line from a mini meetup to a big meetup, but he's got 12 people signed up already for it, and we're gonna have it at the Boynton Beach Inlet on Sunday from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. And it's funny. I think he did this as a joke, but he's bringing donuts, coffee and donuts. So, but I'm on a diet now, so I will not be having any of those donuts. But anyway, but I tell you, we got a great crowd in the house. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. It really humbles me, that you do. But John Carroll, JC Flying, he was number one, and then we had Mavic Mini Pilot right behind him, and Al, there he is, South Florida Drone Flyers. How you doing, Al? And Alicia B. Good to see you, Alicia. We're going to convert her into drone flying soon. I have a feeling. But anyway, hey, John, Connecticut Formula. How you doing? Good to see you. And Michael, Fly Zone Drone. Good to see you. Charles Hatmaker and Captain Joe. USA Drone Flyer. He was flying with Johnny today. They had their own little mini meetup there in Louisiana. But Fly Guy Merrill, how you doing? Good to see you. And Jerry Bauer. Trucker Steve's in the house, too. How you doing, Trucker Steve? And it was a pleasure talking to you on the phone, and we got to know each other, talking about the South Florida Drone Meetup. And I'm so glad you're coming. And we got Chris Hope and Bill Hooper. How you doing? Good to see you. And Bill Hooper, he's going live, too, now. But I didn't get a chance to watch it because Art was on at the same time. Art Carlson, that is, but but we wish Bill Hooper well in his live stream endeavors. And then I think I said Chris Hope, and we always know Chris Hope doing his Sunday morning live stream, and I look forward to that every week. Ken Knight is in the house. How you doing, Ken? And I'll tell you, I'm going up the list. Paul Brown, how you doing? What's your big? And Leonard JSK, how you doing? George Kelly, hi, how you doing? Going up to Stephen Knowles, how you doing? TJ Grady, how you doing? Good to see you. Going up the list, and John Flying Flynn Media, he's in the house tonight. He's also, so many of the guys that I'm mentioning now are coming to the South Florida Drone Meetup, and I'm going to get back to the name shortly. But I want to tell you about the South Florida Drone Meetup. We're having our third annual on April 1st, 2023 at the Jensen Beach Causeway Park in Jensen Beach, Florida. And it's free to attend. We have 88 people on the list right now that say they're coming. And put your name on the list, because based on that number, we're going to pick one number and somebody's going to win a nice raffle prize based on the number you sign up at. But you have to be present to win. Yeah. We encourage adults to bring children because we want to get more children involved in flying drones. That's a big focus that Johnny and I have on our live stream and this live stream. But you can check our Facebook event page and join our South Florida Drone Meetup group, please. But I don't want to leave Steve in the back room too long, because I didn't leave him too much shrimp and lobster. But I want you to give Steve Carpenter a warm welcome, because he's coming to us all the way from California. Hey, Steve.
Good afternoon.
Good to see you. I tell you.
Good to see you, Ray. And hello, everybody.
Yeah, I tell you. I know it's midday for you out there, and I appreciate it. I know you're busy and you take time out of your day to come on my show, and I really appreciate that.
It's my pleasure. My pleasure.
And I learned a lot from you, because you were faithfully on every weekend or during the week too, with Mitch way back in the day, and and Matt, and Jim Boyd. Yeah. And I learned a lot watching you guys, and you invited me in, and you were one of the first, along with Rick Halber. I remember Rick, rest his soul. You guys really welcomed me when I first was a newbie, and I appreciate that.
Everybody is welcome, but it was a pleasure, and it was really a pleasure to finally meet you in person. That was the highlight.
Well, I know.
I enjoyed that when you came out to California to visit your son and your daughter-in-law.
Yeah, that was a great little mini meetup we had, And I enjoyed meeting you and Dre. Dre Crawford was there. And you got to meet my son and his wife, and we flew drones, and we had a great morning. And that was your secret spot.
Not so secret, but it's a nice place because it's at the entrance to the harbor, and you got a nice view. And just depending where you're at, I've taken Sean Oz down there when he came to visit, and it's a nice place because you got picnic benches there you can sit down on and take off and fly from right there. It's a nice view.
I know it was. I tell you, I loved it. I loved the location, and everybody got their drones back. Nobody lost them in the water, and that's always a good thing.
That's for sure.
Yeah, but I tell you, we got a great crowd and watching tonight. We really do. So thank you guys. Lambo, there's Lambo. How you doing? Good to see you. And I just learned a new trick, and it took me a long time now to just try to key on those new comments that are coming in, and then you can sort of welcome the people. And there's Tony, Quadcopters in Tech. How you doing? Yeah. So Steve, there's so many new people in the chat now. They really don't know your story, but how did you become involved with drones?
Well, kind of in a way, like I think a lot of people did. I heard about them, not too much flying them. I'd been around friends that have flown RC planes when I was younger. And when drones came about, it kind of just caught my interest. And one of the first shows that I saw was Kelly Shores from Ready Set Drone, and then also with Ken Heron, and then catching up a few along the way and going to different shows along the way and just watching and learning and asking a lot of questions. And I ended up buying a DJI Mavic Pro.
Okay.
And everybody was telling me, well, why don't you wait? Why don't you wait? Because at that time, the 2 was going to be coming out. And it was when all that delay with the rumors was going on. I go, well, I can wait, or I can just buy the drone and go fly. So I did what Kelly said to do, Kelly Shores, get the drone that's there. And at the time, it was great because they had discounted the price down on the thing a lot. It was almost like a 30% discount.
Yeah.
And so I bought it and never looked back.
I know. That's what happens. You get addicted, right?
That's for sure.
I know. I tell you. I get the question a lot when I'm flying. What should be my first drone? What should I get? I'm thinking of getting one. But I've been telling people the Mini 2, and then if they can afford it, the Mini 3 Pro, or even the Air 2S. And I just happen to have my Air 2S right here. Because everybody probably thought I was going to bring out the Mavic 3, but I love the Air 2S. This is an awesome drone, and it handles the wind real well, and I love it. I really do. So I highly recommend that drone to newcomers, if they can afford it,
Yeah. In fact, for Christmas, not this last year, but the year before, I bought my son the Mavic, the Mini 2.
Yeah.
And he loves that thing, and it's so small. And I was out flying, actually.
Hey, Dustin.
The night, what was it? Where was I down there? I was out there Sunday night. I went to the harbor, but if remember, I was pointing way up to the hill. There's the restaurants that are up on the bluff way up on top over there. There's what they call the headlands up there, and it's an informational center that's up there. And I drove up there, and the place was just packed. But I found this parking spot, and I took off because I wanted to catch the sunset. And that, more than my other ones, where I just fly from my home, I can actually pick up the water view.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And so
I
went up there, and it was so many people were walking by, and I just stayed to the side because I took off from the sidewalk up there. And a guy came back and he says, I have some questions for you. I'll come back and talk with you when you land. And I'm going, now that just tipped me off, going, this guy is either a drone pilot or knows enough not to bother you.
Right. Exactly.
Where everybody else is asking you while you're flying. And he was come to find out I'd landed, and he saw me landing and came back, and he asked about the drone. And he was just moved here from Denmark. His whole family here. They moved to Sankelmini, which is the neighboring town. And he goes, I need to find out about, flight regulations and everything here flying in the States. And he goes, I don't have this. I have an older, bigger one. I says, what, a Phantom? He goes, yes, I have a Phantom 3 Advanced. And we started talking a little bit, and gave him the information where he could go get, the FAA regulations, and passed it on so he can go out to catch up on what he needs to do to fly. I says, we're probably a little bit more relaxed than you are in your home country, but I said it's simple: no more than 400 feet up off the ground, and keep it within line of sight, and don't fly over people or cars, and you're good to go. And where we live, we don't really have any airspace restrictions.
Okay, that's great. Well, I tell you, I love it when people come up to me and ask me about the drone. Preferably when I land it, and not while I'm flying it. But I do try to take the time to explain it, when I can. And just about every time you fly, you get questions, But that's great, Steve. Really. Now you're Part 107, correct?
No, I'm not. I'm studying for
You're,
it though.
you're like me. You've been studying. Yeah, like
Yep.
me. Yeah. I tell you, the Pilot Institute class is amazing. The course is so thorough, really. And
Mhm.
I got so many prizes, raffle prizes right at my feet. That's what I'm reaching down for right now because I
There you
have a
go.
box here from Greg. This box has 125 Pilot Institute lanyards in it. And
Oh, wow.
these are everybody who comes. Well, up the first 125 are going to receive one of these when they come. And this is to hold your RC or whatever. You can put your keys
Mhm.
on them. Some Pilot Institute, and I can't say enough about the Pilot Institute course. And I want to say thank you to Greg publicly.
Right.
So, um, and I tell you, I don't want to leave our second guest in the back room too long. So I'm going to bring him in now. All right, Steve, is that okay
Sure.
with you?
You bet.
And I want everybody to give Joe Leone, also known as Joe Fotoleo, a warm welcome because he's come to us all the way from Texas. Hey, Joe, welcome. And we can't hear you, Joe. Can't hear.
How about that?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Okay. It's amazing
Hey,
when you click the unmute button, what happens?
welcome,
What's going on,
welcome.
Captain Steve? How you doing?
Good, Joe. How are you?
I just watched a great premiere. You put up a great premiere just now.
Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, I was a little fun little meetup yesterday with a few guys, Brian Mackey and Mike Wright.
Yeah,
It was a
yeah.
real good time.
Now, it looked like you guys had a good time. Anytime you have a meetup, it's fun.
Certainly.
Now, you know Steve, right? You guys have met?
No.
No,
No? You
have
don't
not.
know the world famous Steve Carpenter?
Oh, I know who he is. We haven't met formally. No.
Yeah. Steve is one of the best in the whole drone community. Yeah. But now
Pleasure to
you
meet you
guys know
informally,
each
Steve.
other. But
A
Joe, thank you
pleasure.
for being on the show too. I know you just recently started a new job and you're busy, and but I'm glad you take the time to come on today, really.
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate you having me.
You're a big supporter of most of the drone streams, but in particular Johnny and and we appreciate that. We really do.
Yeah, absolutely. I got to be honest though, I can barely see you. You got that banner across your face there,
Oh
across the
yeah,
top.
I'll go down a little lower. How's that?
There you go. There you go. Yeah,
But
no, I like
anyway,
Johnny a lot, and you as well, Ray, and everybody in the community. I mean, everybody's great.
there's only one thing, man.
Warm
You're
welcome.
you're you're a Kansas City Chiefs fan,
Hey, forget about it.
but it's funny. I mean, I appreciate. I love. I already made compliments about your jerseys that are on the wall behind you.
Yes, sir.
But tell the people in the chat, Joe, how you became involved with drones.
I think I first got involved. I was several years, probably 6, 7, 8 years ago. I was getting a little radio controlled helicopter for a 9-year-old for a birthday, and I've always been intrigued by flight. I said, it's $20. I'll get myself one, and was playing around with it. And then my neighbor came home he was intrigued by it, and he came home with a drone, and I had never seen one before. I said, what is that? He said, oh, they call it a drone. So anyway, he got that, and then I got one, and I probably flew for a couple years before I was introduced to DJI, and the rest is history.
I know that's what happens, right? But
Yep.
now you're going FPV on us, right? You like
Yeah.
flying
Still
FPV?
DJI, but yeah, I love it. Yeah, I love FPV. Yeah. Ton of
Yeah.
fun.
What do you prefer, GPS or FPV?
FPV.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I fly
And the reason why, adrenaline flow or why?
it's a different ball game. Yeah. Adrenaline. I use my Air 2S, for roof inspections and, things like that. But, yeah, for fun, for adrenaline, there's nothing like strapping the goggles on and and just ripping.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so many people are going over to FPV, especially with this new Avata. Now,
It's on the list.
you make your own, or you buy them pre-made, or how do you do it?
No, that's all I have is the DJI FPV.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, and it was gifted to me by a former boss from the last roofing company I worked for. We worked out a deal where I did some photography work for him, and he had the drone, and it gave him vertigo, so it wasn't for him. And so
okay.
I said, hey, I'd like to have that.
Yeah, I don't know
so
if
we
I
made it
could
work.
get used to it. Really,
I
I
get
find
a
it
little
very
bit of
confining wearing those goggles.
I get a little bit of vertigo if I'm riding along with someone because I'm not in control. Uh, when I'm in control, no problem. It's fine.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Yeah,
ride-alongs, I get a little woozy.
yeah. But I the two times I've tried it twice now. I tried Rob Kamada's Avata,
Yep, I remember that.
and then I tried Al's FPV, and it was fun. But I flew him like a GPS drone, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, in normal and sport mode, yeah, they fly, yeah, a lot like a Mavic, other than the
Yeah,
horizon tilt.
Johnny's making some good comments too. How you doing, Johnny? Good to see you.
Hey,
But
Johnny.
I have a couple of videos queued up, and I'd like to show Steve's first, and then I'll show yours. All right, Joe?
Okay, sounds good.
And hopefully, like, I won't lose the stream. I say it every time. I haven't lost it in a while now, but um, let's see here. Tuesday morning, right, Steve? That's the one. Tuesday morning. There we go. And Steve, if you want to narrate while it plays.
This is just a flight that I did one morning of our harbor here in Dana Point. It was just a beautiful morning. A little bit of clouds out in the distance, you'll see. But I'll let you just listen to it. Just a slow fly through the harbor.
I love it. I love it. I really do. Love the soundtrack.
Yeah. Look at all those boats.
Just a couple.
Yeah.
That's a big
Couple
harbor.
thousand.
We've got 2,409 boats there in the harbor.
Right. And you're very involved with the harbor district or whatever, right, Steve?
Yeah. With the Dana Point Boaters Association, I'm involved
Okay.
with. Recreational boaters trying to protect recreational boating here in our harbor.
That's beautiful.
Wow. Hey, Joe Blaylock, how you doing? Good to see you. Catskills, Brad. John Olson. Yep. Now, which drone are you flying here?
That was my Maverick Air 2.
Okay, the Air 2. Yeah. That's a good drone too, right, Steve?
It is. It's a really nice drone. I mean, and then of course, just like everything else, it comes out bigger and better with, newer models. The S came out.
Yeah. I can't believe it. I didn't realize the harbor was this big, to tell you the truth.
That is huge.
Wow. Because we did sort of different flying when we flew with you and Dre. We stayed at the entrance, more or less.
Well, actually, we were up by what they call the Harbor Patrol Office, the harbor entrance. Yeah, the mouth of the harbor.
Wow, this is great, though. Robbie's in the house. How you doing, Robbie? Good to
Hey,
see you. Dewey, Darren.
Oh, Dewey.
Very, very nice.
And right there,
All right.
the end of it, that's our Ocean Institute that we have down there, and it's
Really, really nice.
It's a world renowned small little institute that's there that for instructional ocean preservation.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's good. That's
Great
great,
shots.
actually. But I tell you, again, I'm trying to keep up with the names coming in the chat. Now we got Sergio in the chat. How you doing? Good to see you. I think I said hello to Trucker Steve already. Yeah. How you
Yeah.
doing?
Hmm.
But um, now, Joe, um, you're part 107, correct?
Same deal. Still studying
Oh,
with
okay.
Greg's course. Yeah,
All right. So you're studying the Pilot Institute course. What do you think of
that's
it?
it. It's like you said, very in depth. It is. It's a plethora of information in his course. Like he says in the beginning, it's more than you need. But I'm kind of glad it's all in there. You know.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's a great
I
course.
know. But you know what happens with me? I don't know if it's the same with you guys, but I pick it up, an hour here, an hour there, and then I won't pick it up again for another 3 weeks. And that's
It
not the best
happens.
way to do it.
It's not at all.
Everybody tells me cram it for a week, go schedule a test, and you'll pass. That's what
Yeah,
they tell me.
Yeah.
Johnny
that's what I need to
being
do.
the main guy who told me that.
Yeah.
In fact, one of our tenants is is part of a construction group, and they're certifying one of their project managers to get the 107, and that's what he did. He just sat there and said, "I'm going to take it. I scheduled it, so now I have an end date that I got to be done by." He went and took it. But he said this last time taking it, he says there are a lot more navigational questions on board.
Oh, really?
For charts.
Oh, and that's the hardest part. A lot of people
Yeah, it
say.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sectional charts. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. And those little symbols. Yeah,
Yeah. They all mean
I
something.
know. Yeah, but you're both are trust certified, correct?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's good. That was good. I was really glad that they did that. Yeah, and we got Tom Dowling in the house. Lens Capture Online. How you doing, Tom?
Yeah.
Hey, Tom.
Hi, Tom.
And Warren Akirasho. Good to see
We're
you.
in.
But
Yeah, my brother actually got his Part 107 license a year and a half, 2 years ago, before he ever flew a drone.
before, yeah, Ken
Before,
Snyder
yeah.
in the chat did it the same way.
Yeah, he needed it for he talked his company into getting one for inspections, and he's an engineer, and so he got his license and then got an Air 2.
Okay, there you go. Yeah. Well, hopefully we'll all get it eventually. You know, but you know, you hate. Well, I don't know how you guys feel, but I know people ask me. Not that I'm embarrassed when I say no, but it makes you feel a little. Makes me feel a little uncomfortable. No, I fly as a recreation or a hobbyist.
I got no shame.
But yeah, but I have no desire to go to work. To tell you the truth, I'm very happily being retired. Really, I love it.
Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I have a little format too where I end up giving a tip of the week, and nothing sophisticated, nothing like that. But this week's tip is simple. Just when you go fly, check your propellers. Okay, this should be part of your pre-flight checklist anyway. But check your propellers for small little cracks, because sometimes you don't even realize they're there. You know,
Mhm.
and I've seen videos where the props break off, and then the drone comes down.
I found some cracks in my props the other day, and I actually heard it first. It sounded different, and
Yep.
didn't hit nothing that I know of. But I heard it, and I brought it down and looked at it. Had to put the factory props back on. I had the master air screw on there. I had to
Yeah.
put the factory
Well, there
props
you
back
go.
on. So
Perfect example.
yep.
That's one of the things I do before I do. I take my fingers and I run my fingers along the edges of all the props, all edges of the set of four there, and just do it. It's quick because you'll feel it really
You will,
quick.
Yeah, don't get complacent. Yeah, because it'll come down. It'll come out of the sky.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. But again, just a little tip of the week.
Good
And
tip.
let's see now. Let me go and show you a video now. All right, Joe.
Sounds good.
Because I really enjoyed it. Your mini meetup.
Which one's you? Oh, was it the mini meetup?
Yeah, right. We'll show that one because I don't know.
Sure.
I doubt if everybody in the chat watched it.
That's one of my rare videos that has epidemic sound. I usually use
Oh, I
non-copyright
said that.
free music.
Yeah, I said that. That's
Yeah,
probably
yes.
epidemic sound.
Yeah, this one is.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can narrate if you want, but
This is just some dork talking on the way down to this Eleanor Tinsley Park that we went to yesterday. We met up about 7:30 in the morning, and hey, I was watching Dennis Lovelady on the way. And yeah, we met up. Like I said, Brian Mackey, David Lorenzo, Steve Hyde, another guy down here, a few other people. And yeah, we met up. Yeah, about probably 4 or 5 hours, hung out. This is just the drive down.
oh, okay.
I like to take my viewers on a journey.
I like this video the way you did it. You know, you're on your way to the meetup. You're showing us Houston, right? That's Houston.
Mhm.
That's a
Yep.
big city.
Yeah, about 5.5 million people.
Yeah. And then you start doing spins and twirls.
And we start getting sick, everybody.
Hey,
I have the Air
Scotty,
2S.
Jackrabbit.
The Air 2S is incorporated in this too. So yeah, it's the Air 2S. You can certainly tell
Hey,
the
David.
difference.
Yeah.
What's up, David?
I don't mean to block your face.
Ah, you're good.
Um,
Please do.
that's a cool shot of the train.
Yeah, it's the first time ever chasing a train, actually.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I did. I've done it once myself, just one time. This is a great video, Joe.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, Gene.
It was fun to edit.
What do you think, JC? He's a pretty good FPV pilot, huh?
I might.
Yeah. I wonder what Max really thinks, though. He's in the chat too, I think. Yeah.
Not bad for flying acro for 8 months.
No, it's great. I mean, you picked it up quick.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Hey, we got Thomas all the way from Ireland in the house. How you doing, Tomas?
Thanks, Robert.
My foot is tapping to the music.
I'm
That's a
tapping
tendency
too.
to do that.
Oh, wow, look at this. Really? Wow, I could never be this good, though. Really.
Just practice. Just go in the sim for about 2 days. Piece of cake.
And Tom, I know Tom Dowling's getting a kick out of it because he went FPV on us too. He's got that Avada.
I know Rodney
rib
Bell
riders.
and Chris Hope have gotten a lot better with them. They're flying.
Yep, both of them have. Yep.
I can watch this. I'm gonna. I can't. I don't want to. I want to watch more. I want to watch more of this video. So tell us, guys, what do you think of John's video in the chat? I think it's great.
Outstanding.
Wow. Look at this. Yeah, look at it. You got to play fast music when you fly FPV, right?
It helps, yeah. Thanks, Fly Guy.
Yeah, Alicia thinks it's terrific. Trucker Steve thinks it's awesome.
Thanks, Alicia.
That's
Thanks,
good.
Trucker Steve.
Very good. Very
Yeah.
good. Really.
Very nice.
You know, if I had that clap machine, would give you a big round of applause.
Thanks, guys.
Two
Appreciate it.
thumbs up.
Yeah. But I tell you, I get worked up just watching FPV. I do. Really. But I'm trying to keep an eye on the chat, you know. Now, what's your favorite drone, Steve? I mean, you've had a few, right? What's your favorite?
My favorite, I would say it's now a new one, the Autel Light Plus.
Oh, really?
I'm starting to like it more and more and more.
Okay, and the reason? Why, or reasons?
The number one, it's got a fully adjustable controls of the camera. You've got aperture control, ISO, and shutter speed control. It's got a 1-inch sensor on it, and it is a heavy bird. In fact, Brian is the one. BMAC is the one that got me into it.
Yeah, he had us out there yesterday with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was flying.
It's a great drone, and I just did night before last. We were down at the harbor, and I just did a test. I didn't have too much time, but I wanted to try the low light settings on it.
Yeah,
and that just blew me away. I mean, the setting control on it is unbelievable.
Really? Okay. Yeah, I know Tony Quadcopter. He's in the chat. He loves his Autel. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I say DJI is the best. Tony says Autel is the best.
I'm on Team Ray.
You think your favorite now too, Steve? Yeah, that's good. Johnny got it. I think, if I remember right. Mm-hmm. Johnny's got it. He flies it now.
Sure does.
Yeah. And I've got 3 other DJIs, so it's not like it's I don't like them.
Yeah. What about you, Joe? What's your favorite drone?
Well, I'd probably have to say the DJI FPV for now, just because I fly it so much. I mean, I have that in the Air 2S. Selling my Air 2S for kind of that same night capability of the Mavic 3. I want to sell my Air 2S setup and get the Mavic 3. Not that I do a lot of night flying, but Micro Four Thirds, it's like upgrading your truck every couple 2 or 3 years, right?
Yeah, I know. Well, Robbie gave you a nice compliment, Joe, right there.
Thanks, Robbie.
Credit. Yeah. But anyway, while I'm talking about Robbie, he's coming on tonight. The World Drone Community will have a show tonight, and he comes on right after my show at 7 p.m. So be sure to tune in with him and Al. He gave me a preview. He said that Al's going to be flying in the snow. They're going to show a video of that. So that should be interesting.
Pass.
And again, tonight is a busy night, And at 8 o'clock, I always watch the Grumpy Vlogger, Lloyd, and that brings me up to a sad subject. I want to offer our condolences to Rodney Bell. His mom passed away last night. So
condolences, Rodney.
Those who know him, reach out to him. And Rodney, we're thinking of you. God bless you and your family. And you have our support. So, but then at 9 o'clock, we got a great show. The Drone Nation with Ron Brown and Marcus Crawford and DeMarco Moore. They come on, and that's one of my favorites. I love them. I love that show. And tonight they asked me to be on as a guest, so I'll be on that show a little later. So be sure to tune in. Now, you guys do a lot of live streams. I know Joe comes in a lot. Steve, have you still been getting on a lot of live streams?
I haven't been because I've been so busy working, and it's just cut into everything in time, like I said. And I haven't even got a chance, like I told Ray, I became a grandpa again. My
congrats.
son and daughter had a little baby boy, and it's just like
Hey,
with everything
Bill. How you
going on,
doing?
just getting down there to see him.
Yeah. No, I know. You got to make time. Family's number one,
Amen.
you know? And I know it's hard sometimes. I have to write things down, otherwise I forget. And I used to carry around a little calendar, the old-fashioned calendars, and I had it right here handy. Not that anybody wants to see it, but you know what I'm talking about. The
Mhm.
old calendars like that.
Yep.
But now I put everything on my phone, on my iPad to keep track, you know, and I just have to do it. Otherwise, I forget. I can't keep track anymore. Yeah. Yeah. Look at Trucker Steve, too. Yep. Yeah. It's past my bedtime. But, and, Max, I just want everybody to know that we got a lot of superstars coming to the South Florida Drone meetup this year. We're up to 88 names on the list. Some
Wow.
people, have things have come up where they had to change their plans, but we got a lot of great drone pilots coming, and Max Air being one of them. In my opinion, he's one of the best FPV guys in the drone community, really. And he'll be coming
He's all
along
right.
with his better half, or should we call her boss,
He's all
Tammy
right.
Jean? And I was so glad, Joe, that you said you like your DJI FPV.
It's the best.
Yeah. But anyway, and I could name a bunch of names, and they're in the chat right now that are coming to the South Florida Drone Meetup. I don't want to just single him out because we got David Lorenzo coming, and he's a superstar too.
Mhm.
So, um, but so if you guys want to come, make sure you get a hold of me. I mean, you could just show up anyway, but then you won't have a number to be in that little raffle that we're having. And I wanted to make a special announcement tonight of something that we're doing. We did it last year and it was pretty good, but we're having another video contest. Somebody will be selected um, as the best video and won a little award. Max won it last year with his video, but it has to be 1 minute or less. We do have an entry, you know. We have one entry so far. I had suggested to Joe Manny to re-edit his Firelights video and enter it. And he did within a day. He had it edited down to a minute and he entered it. So he's winning the contest so far. He's our only entry. So if you got videos, edit it, minute or less, and get them to me or Johnny or anybody on the drone committee, and we'll pick a winner. So
So what is he going to do? He's going to close. He's going to close the entries down tonight, so no one else can enter, and he's guaranteed to be the winner.
yeah, I know it's fun. It's all about having fun, you know.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
and I'm gonna do a last call for South Florida Drone Meetup T-shirts. I've sent everybody's been contacted that's on the list. If you want a South Florida Drone T-shirt, they're $20 from small to extra large, $23 for double X and triple X, but you have to pay via PayPal, and it's my email, raykelly735 @gmail, and I'll type it in the chat shortly. But you got to pay via PayPal. I've heard so many different requests, but that's the only way we're doing it. We're not going to have T-shirts to sell at the meetup. You got to sell ahead of time. And I don't mean to be mean or anything like that, but David says he's going to wear his Avada T-shirt. So, but yeah,
Havana.
and we got a lot. Like I said, we got a lot of great raffle prizes. I don't want to take any more time right now to show them, but I'm going to show some T-shirts that we'll be giving away, and that's from Alex Escardo. He gave us 5 T-shirts, and you could, donate anything, And we got some drone accessories here that we'll be giving away. And Tony gave us some RC controller holders and stick protectors that we'll be giving away. And we do have a drone, one drone from Marcus Crawford. And that's this drone right here. And it's a Holy Stone drone. But I know somebody would love to win this, even if they're not going to use it themselves. They could give it to a younger person or somebody that's getting involved with drones,
Sure.
So
Somebody will enjoy it.
But anyway, it almost sounds like I'm begging for more raffle prizes, right? But I'm not. I'm just sort of acknowledging the people that have donated already.
Well, it turned the drone meetup into a 2-day event just to give away all the prizes that you had last year.
Well, it was a long raffle, that's for sure. Definitely.
I watched that with the broadcast that people put up, and I'm just sitting there going, "Holy moly!" It was just like one prize after another, nonstop. You guys did a phenomenal job.
Well, thanks. And I got to give Bill a lot of credit for that. He decided to go live, and do a live stream right from the meetup, and that was a big hit because everybody who couldn't attend could at least watch it, So, thank you to Bill. And while I'm talking about Bill and his sponsorship, he runs the Stewart Bowling Alley and the Sticks Billiard Club, and that's where we're having our meet and greet on Friday night. And he also arranged a sponsorship where he's going to donate two $50 gift certificates. Well, not him, but the bowling alley. And they're donating two $50 gift certificates to 2 lucky winners. And we get time on the pool tables for those who like to play pool. And it's just a great venue to have a meet and greet. And that's going to be Friday night from 5 to 8 p.m., give or take. So.
Wow, that'll be nice.
Yeah, I know you're busy, Steve, but I would love you to come. And, Joe, you're still on the list. I haven't crossed you off the list yet, just to let you know.
Don't cross me off. I'm not fully out yet.
Okay, good.
Doing my best.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to work my schedule, Ray.
Oh,
so
good.
It's not out. It's not completely saying no yet. So
okay, I'm glad to hear that. Yeah. No, that means a lot. And yeah, I tell you, I'm not just saying it because, me and Johnny and Maddie and Brad and Bill run this thing, but there's just so many great people there. You come and you meet them. As you know, you've been to Spin Up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I've been to the original one and the second one.
So know what it's all about, really. And it's really not so much about flying. It's about meeting the other pilots.
Exactly.
I went to Minefield last year, and there was a lot of flying, but there was a lot of just mingling too. It was a lot of fun.
So how did you like Minefield, Joe? I mean, that's primarily an FPV meetup, correct?
Yeah, a lot of camera drones there, but yeah, primarily I think an FPV thing, just because of the structure. But no, it was a blast. Yeah, a lot of good guys there, a lot of big names, Bob Casey and Scott Jackrabbit, Max. Tammy didn't make it, but Dustin One Vision. I mean, the list goes on. So it was a good meet.
Yeah,
a lot of fun.
Well, Ken Herron, he's one of the superstars of this drone community.
Yeah,
and he went FPV on us. I started watching him when he was the king of GPS drones.
I met him back in 2021. I was in Nashville for a Chiefs Titans game, and Chiefs got murdered, by the way. But no, I reached out to him. I said, "Hey, I'm gonna be in town. I'd love to meet you and fly, whatever." I'll be damned. He didn't call me, and we set up a meeting and we hung out for 3 or 4 hours and flew around different spots. Just he and I and one of my buddies. Good dude.
Yeah, and he's coming, by the way. He's coming to the South Florida Drone Meetup along with Kelly Shores. He's coming also. So
I'll definitely be at Spin Up this year, 100%.
Yeah, and Jackrabbit. Yeah, he's saying Minefield is fun.
Yeah,
and well, Jackrabbit's name is up there. He's coming. He's coming to the South Florida Drone Meetup. Looking forward to flying with him again. Yeah,
good people.
Definitely.
Scott, I got your poster right there.
There it is. I see it. Yeah. I got mine right here, Joe. I got mine right here because I flash it up every once in a while.
There you go. Got to put me on the next one, Scotty.
Yeah, that was great that he made copies for everybody to take. And, I have one here and I have one in New York, So, um, so listen, guys, if you had a dream location where you would like to fly someday, anywhere in the world, Steve, what would you choose?
The Grand Canyon.
Okay. Yep.
To be able to fly in the Grand Canyon and not have any restrictions whatsoever.
Right. If only we could. That'd be great.
Yeah. I was fortunate to fly through the Grand Canyon from Lake Powell all the way down back into Las Vegas when I was in the service. And that was a dream of a lifetime. Wow. I was back seat, and for my birthday, the pilot said, "I got a birthday gift for you."
Nice.
And it'll be the most expensive birthday gift you've ever been on. I want to go back there. I want to fly it with
I did a helicopter ride to the Grand Canyon from Vegas, and that was one of the best helicopter trips I've ever been on. Mm-hmm. Really, that's a sight to see. It really is. Have you ever been there, Joe? Joe, you been to the Grand Canyon?
I've flown over it. No, I've never been there. Never visited. Just seen it from an airplane.
And what about you, Joe? What would be your dream location?
Well, next year, 2024, the wife and I are planning on going to Switzerland, and I think that'd be a pretty awesome place to fly. We're going to go to Switzerland and down into Italy. I think another fun place would be probably New Zealand. Probably be a great place to fly.
Yeah, sure. Hey, Herman, how you doing? Good to see you. But you flew in Costa Rica recently, right?
Yeah, we were in Costa Rica in November. That was pretty nice too. Yeah, nothing bad about that.
Yeah, definitely.
Did you have a problem flying there in Costa Rica with your drone?
Nope, not at all. I actually emailed their FAA. I think it's DGAC or something like that.
Right.
I emailed them beforehand to let them know I was coming and want to bring my drones, recreational flyer, not 107. And they responded back pretty quickly and said, no, just, follow these rules and you'll be fine. You don't need to register. And rules are just like ours, stay under 400, don't fly over people or cities or, just like ours. So I was flying over the beach and the water mostly, over the ocean.
Okay.
Our Airbnb was about 200 feet from the Pacific. That was pretty nice.
Wow.
I've been to Costa Rica, but I went primarily for fishing. I wasn't into drones at the time, but yeah, I would love to go back there too.
We went to Tamarindo, which is in the Guanacaste portion of Costa Rica. Yeah, and very touristy. I mean, they take our cash. They have ATMs with our cash. They take our cards, credit cards and stuff. So very, very touristy and fun place.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
Well, my dream is Ireland and England. I have a trip planned there. One of these years, I'm definitely going to go there. So, and I already made arrangements with Tomas and Alan from Joe Fotoleo Media. We're going to get together and we're going to fly. So,
yeah, Ireland is beautiful. I wish I'd have known Tomas before we were there. It was back in 2016. And that's beautiful, absolutely beautiful country.
Right. I know it is. I've been there twice now, and I'm looking forward to going back. Hey, David, how you doing? AZ Drone Dude, good to see you. Thanks for popping in, as Adrian would say. And Ed, love my drones. How you doing? Good
Hello,
to see you, Ed. But anyway, now it's time to do my monthly giveaway contest. And this month we'll be giving away a Capt Ray Kelly shirt, just to let you guys know. And the way I do it is it has something to do with the Facebook post. And I'll just cue up a little video right now to give you a hint. And it's one of the videos on my channel. And the first one to get the location of where My son and his wife are flying. Your name will go. They're putting in colors. Now they're putting in numbers. And somebody's just making a random guess of Miami.
Oh, Jackrabbit got it. No, no.
But anyway, it has something to do with this video, and the first one to get it, I'm going to play it. So, you know, you might even be able to figure it out. Hopefully the title doesn't show, because that's like cheating if you look at the title. And I think I might have not done it correct. How's that? Is it playing?
Yeah, you got it on small screen.
Please hit the like button and subscribe.
I know where that's at.
Well, you're eligible too. All right, let me try to get it on full screen, but I'm not good at. There we go, a little bigger. Anybody know where it is?
Hover
Yeah,
over the
yeah.
video and bottom right.
Yep,
Enlarge it.
Jupiter Inlet. No, it's not Jupiter Inlet. I see the correct answer, but you know, somebody says Florida, somebody says Manhattan.
I'll give you
This
a
was a
hint.
great day.
There you go, Bill. Bill got it.
Yeah.
Metrodrone.
Capt Ray Kelly, and I'm
I don't
here
know if he got it
on
before
Harbor.
Tomas
Son
though.
Chris is flying
Tomas
already.
might have got it first, but
Ray just showed
I'll
up,
go
and
over.
Steve,
I'll
he's
go
got a
over
flight
the
in
list. But
already.
yeah,
We'll have
Dana
a great
Point
time.
Harbor.
So come join us.
Bill
Yeah,
got it
we'll
before
meet up.
Tomas.
Dre just pulled up. Let's go say hello to him. Hey, Dre.
And I do a
what's
vlog
happening?
style, you know.
How you doing?
Good. This is for you.
Oh man, what's this?
It's all for
Look at this. Look at this.
I'm telling you.
Oh man.
That was a
We're
great
doing
day,
a lot
Steve.
now, folks.
It was.
Yeah.
Oh, Tomas, I'm sorry. You are right. You had put it in there twice.
Dude, this fancy park.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
No,
Tomas
John,
got
it's not
it.
Jones Beach, New York. No.
Oh my lord!
Joe
Look at
Blaylock,
this. Look at
Columbia.
this setup. Oh my lord! Business.
And I have to
cards
say,
right on the
Dre,
top.
he's got some
Nice.
good
Very,
merch,
very
man.
nice.
He's got
I
some
love
good
it.
merch. But anyway, I tell you, really. So Thomas, your name will go in the hat for the drawing, really, next month. Actually, we'll be giving it away next week. But I want to say thank you, both of you guys, for being on the show tonight. You guys were great guests, you know, and I know people in the chat loved you. And now it's time for closing thoughts or anything you want to promote. So, Steve, I'll let you go first. All right.
Well, thank you. Well, number one, thank you for having me on again, Ray. I appreciate it always. Joe, it's a pleasure meeting you in person
Likewise.
instead of just seeing everybody on, in chat all the time.
Likewise.
Nothing to advertise. It's just that I just hope things will get wound down for me so I can get out and do some more flying. And the weather, unfortunately, we've had a good stream here. We've got rain coming in again next week. So California hasn't washed away yet, but it's a good thing with all the snow in the mountains, because we are going to try to make it up to the mountains and try to fly up in the snow area up there in the local San Bernardino mountains.
Yeah.
But I thank you for having me on.
I'm hoping to get out to visit my son, and if I do, I'll definitely be giving you a call, and we'll get together, Steve.
Without a doubt.
So I look forward to that again. Yeah. And Joe, now is your time. Closing thoughts and anything you want to promote.
Yeah. Thanks for having me on. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks for the the acceptance into the community. You guys know I'm kind of newer in here, and I appreciate you guys and for promotions. I'm selling an Air 2S with a smart controller and white goggles. Max, not $50. It's not happening.
I know. I can see
that won't even cover shipping.
Already.
Every time I bring it up, he's like, $50, man. I got 50 on it.
That won't cover shipping.
Like I said, thank you both for being on. I really appreciate it. You guys were great guests. Well, Thomas just offered you 55, Joe.
Sold. Come on over here.
Yeah, pick up local only, right, Joe?
Oh, Joe Blaylock's got him beat.
That's funny. Oh, we got a bidding war going on now.
Oh, Jim's drone 75. Come on. Yell about 1,600 away. Come on.
USA Drones 78 and 97.
Listen, and I want to say thank you to everybody in the chat for watching tonight, you know. And again, you know, if you get a chance, go out there, bring a child with you when you fly. As you know, we want to get kids hooked on drones, not drugs. And, you know, it really means a lot. Just get out there, fly for fun, but most importantly, fly safely. And we'll see you again next week, same time, same place. And if you guys want to hang around in the back room, we'll eat some more shrimp and lobster.